Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you my daily eye routine. It changes every day, so it's actually kind of hard to do like a routine video, but I did the best I could. This is the look, so if you're interested, keep watching. Thanks! Okay, so what I'm going to use first is this Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, and this is awesome if you have kind of oily eyelids. It doesn't allow the eyeshadow on your eyelids to crease at all. It's really awesome, and I just use a very, very tiny bit of that. I'll show you how much. That much is all. And when you blend that out, be sure that you don't have any left over because it does kind of dry a little bit tannish, I guess, on your eyelid. You want to make sure it's rubbed in really well. Okay, so what I'm going to be using today is my Naked Eye palette, and Trent actually got this for me as a wedding gift because I was going to attempt to do my wedding makeup by myself and then I chickened out. So now I have this really nice little makeup palette, and I'll give you guys some tips on how to get that at a better price because I think it usually runs at about $50. So the color I'm going to be using on my eyelid is Sin, and it's a really kind of shimmery, I don't know, champagne color, I guess. And I'm going to be applying that with my, what I like to call my lazy brush, and I call it my lazy brush because it's just kind of like big and fluffy and covers your whole eyelid in one sweep. So I'm just going to get a little bit of that and cover my eyelid. Same with the other, obviously. Gonna get a little bit more on those. Okay, so I've got kind of a shimmery champagne color on my eyelid. And next what I'm going to use is a different brush. This is a MAC brush, but anything with this general shape will probably work, kind of that a little bit of a dome shape. I've realized that you can get a lot more definition in your eyeshadow if you're using a matte color along with those shimmers. So I'm going to be using Naked. I just put that in my crease right here, put a little bit on my brush, and then I kind of put it in the crease. It may not show up very well on the camera. It's a very light color, but I really like it. I think it adds just a little bit of definition without getting too heavy. Okay. And then I kind of go into my eye lid a little bit. Okay. And then I'm going to use a third color. I'm going to use Toasted. And so I just kind of put that on the outside of my eyelid, and I just kind of brush it inward. So I get a little bit of darker on the outside. But I don't use this as my crease color, just kind of that little edge of my eye. Okay, alright, and then last what I use for eyeshadow is, it's Revlon, what is this called? Coffee Bean. And I just use this lighter color up here for the, right under my eyebrow. I don't really care for like a really shimmery shade under my eyebrow. As a highlighter there, I prefer more of a matte color. So I just dust a little bit under there, not a whole lot. Just a little bit like that. I use that same brush that I was using earlier. And then I come back to my Naked palette. I should do this when I have it out, but I always forget and I always come back. So I'm going to use a little bit more of Toasted. And I'm going to put that underneath my eye on the bottom lash area. I don't normally use eyeliner on my bottom eyelid because, or my bottom eyelid. I can't do two things at once. I don't normally use black eyeliner on the lower half of my eye just because my eyes are pretty large already, so I don't really feel like I need to do that. I'll show you kind of what I do if I choose to add just a little bit of definition down there here in a moment. So what I use now is Maybelline Line Slutto. This is what I like to use on a daily basis because it is so easy to take off at night. I hate having to like scrub my eyes off to get like eyeliner off or whatever I have on. I like I do not like waterproof at all, just because it takes forever to take off, and I'm pretty religious about taking it off daily. So anyways, this is definitely my go-to eyeliner, and it's got a felt tip, and so it's kind of like spongy, see? And I'm going to kind of try to show you how I do that. Okay, so now I've got a line there. I almost always accidentally get it on underneath my eyelid right here. Now I've got kind of a definite line there. I'm going to go ahead and do my other eye here real quick. So now I've got both of those upper eyelids with a liner on them, and I'll show you kind of what I would do if I were to use eyeliner on my bottom half of my eye. And what I have on hand right now is Maybelline Unstoppable. I think I prefer CoverGirl's eyeliners, these kind of twist cap ones. This one's okay. It doesn't really go on as smooth, but what I do is I just barely touch the root of those eyelashes down here, like that, and then I kind of blend it with my finger a little bit. And if I want like a dramatic, like smoky eye or something for nighttime, then I do that. This is just not an everyday thing for me. Okay, so I kind of blended it a little bit like that. Last one I use is CoverGirl Lash Blast. I'm using the purple one today, but sometimes I do use the orange one as well. When I use this, it's going to look like I'm like hitting myself in the eye, but I just really like to use several layers, and so I do it very quickly. And actually this is getting a little bit dry, so I'm going to be using a little bit more than maybe I would normally would. I'll go ahead and start, and I go from root to tip, from root to tip, from root to tip, over and over and over again. And I usually do this for like 2 minutes. Not always 2 full minutes, but a long time. And after I kind of do one layer, I kind of let it dry there for a second, and I'll switch eyes and come back and switch and come back and switch and come back. Okay, and again, this is kind of dry, so I'm going to do like probably 3 layers today. I like a lot of mascara. A lot. And when you think you have enough on your eye, add more. If it's getting like clumpy though, obviously you don't want to keep going. I'll try to show you. If I could pick one makeup product to have for the rest of my life, it would definitely be mascara. This is 3 layers, and again, this is kind of dry mascara right now, but I've got some serious volume. I don't know if you can tell from kind of a side angle. You can see. Okay, so now what I do on my bottom lashes, I kind of tickle them like this in a horizontal little tickle, and I just do 1 layer. Sometimes they accidentally get touched whenever I'm doing my upper lashes. So that is the end of my eye tutorial. I hope it was helpful to you, and feel free to ask any questions and I can try to answer them for you. Thanks, and have a blessed day.